back in the woods.
Afternoon, guys. Dave Campbell at the Pathfinder School, back with another video in our modern trapping series. We went and pulled that trap over yonder there and brought it over to where I've seen some visual sign. We're going to try to put it here. I promised you guys a mouse set, a mouse nest set. We're going to use that today. I found a really good spot to do that. But first I want to show you some of the visual sign that I'm seeing on this old logging road that nobody uses anymore. But the animals, obviously, they're going to travel the path of least resistance. Anytime I can find something like this and find obvious sign of travel, if I can find some good prominent feature that I think is going to make a good set, that's where I'm going to put it. I found one right over here, so let me show that to you right now. Okay guys, here's what we got. We got a trail right here, and there are canine prints here, 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 okay, going down this trail. Now, there's a couple on the other side as well that I saw. I'm trying to find them now, I can't see them, but they're right on this trail somewhere. I saw there's a small print there. Some of them are kind of washed out, but what I do see right here is I see this great big log laying right on the side of the road that's been cut a long time ago. And it looks to me like this would be a perfect place to put a mouse hole set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mouse nest right up in here with a leg hold in front of it. We'll discuss it as we go. Stay with me. Okay. I'm going to try to adjust this camera so that you guys can... Okay, so right here is my planned target set location. Now I've got this grass and I'm going to move it, push it inside here a little bit. And then I'm going to take my mouse nest material. I'm going to take about half of that and I'm going to shove it down inside here just like this. I'm going to get these sticks and stuff out of my way for a minute because that's where I'm going to dig my trap bed. And I'll show you how we're going to funnel them into that here in a minute. Now we're going to dig a trap bed right here in front of that with about a 4-inch or so offset, maybe a little bit further than that because there's a log right here. I don't expect them to step and stick their nose way up in here and get their feet up in here because there's a log right here. So they're probably going to step right here. We'll see if we can't get us a good trap bed made here. Get our earth anchor put in the ground. We'll get our trap set first, like we always do. Make sure our pan's good and level. Set it to the side for a second while we get our earth anchor banged in here. To bang some of that dirt out of it. We just got it out of the ground a minute ago. Now, this dirt's quite a bit harder. Might not have to put it in as far. There it goes, softening up. We want to leave enough of that tag out there that we can get underneath it to pull it out for sure. We're going to set our earth anchor by giving it a good yank, just like that. That'll turn it sideways. And then cover up our chain. Get ourselves a trap bed going here. Okay. That's pretty good. Now, let's get our trap in here. And we can adjust everything as we go. It's not a problem. We can adjust where we put that mouse nest. Once we get our trap bedded, not a big deal. And one thing you really want to avoid when you're setting traps is, you know, human scent is going to be there no matter what you do. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't care what anybody says. It's going to be there. There's no sense wearing gloves and messing around. You're going to leave human scent, but you don't want to sweat in the dirt or on your hands and then touch stuff that you're going to use in your set. That would be where I would draw the line as far as worrying about scent control. You definitely don't want to do that. Now, what I did do was I did go out and get myself a little whisk broom to make sure that I wasn't blowing on my set. I don't really think that makes a big difference, but I'm going to try it anyway. It's definitely more convenient, for sure. And again, when we get done with the set, you know, we want this trap bed to be the lowest spot in the set. Okay, now let's start to build up what we want here. We want to get some dirt built up around the set going into this nest, and we got to figure out how to get him to walk across this to get to this nest. So I'm going to move this nest a little closer. I'm going to jam some wood under here just like this, kind of put this nest material in the wood just like this. And I'm going to use that same wood, a few pieces of that wood for my funnel, to get that animal to go where I want him to go, into this pan. Lay a couple pieces in here randomly. We'll put some chafe over on the side here, and we'll put a little bit more right in here, just to kind of guide his foot a little bit better to where we want him to step. I think we'll put a piece right in front of this nest, just like this, and maybe another piece right out here. And he's pretty much going to have to put his foot right here. We'll put one piece of coyote poop right there in the dirt beside it right there. Now, we're trying to emulate a mouse nest here, so let's get anything out of the way and give him a good round of travel. Get our pan covered up real good. Throw a little bit more of the heavier chafe in there like that. Move it back in there a little ways. I don't like things sticking in his face, so I want to get that stuff out of there. Now, he's about got to put his foot right here. About the only choice he's got. And that's exactly what we want. Now, remember, the reason we use this mouse nest is because it's already mouse scented. So I don't really need to put a bunch of crap on here. What I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to take a small stick and I'm going to put some long distance call lure on it. And I'm just going to wipe it up above the set right here. Kind of underneath the log, just like this. It doesn't take much of that stuff. And then I'm going to put the stick in behind the nest like that. And I'm not going to spray the nest down with urine, but I'm going to spray the side down right here on this log, or on this piece of bark, and then the area where I've been working. Okay, that's our mouse nest set. Okay guys, I'm Dave Canterbury at the Pathfinder School. I appreciate you joining me for another video out here making this mouse nest set. Last thing I got to do is mark it on the GPS so I remember where it's at, write it in my notebook, and I'm out of here.